Ironically, you can only become comfortable with the discomfort when you let go of the idea that you have to be comfortable in the first place. Let me explain. Welcome back, everyone. Today, we are going to talk about how to be comfortable with the uncomfortable, and it can be a very daunting thing to think about. And in this video, I'm going to give you actionable steps of what I did to make sure that I feel a bit comfortable during that uncomfortable phases in my life. So, the thing is that this society always often makes us feel like we have to see the positive sides of everything. No matter what happens in your life, you have to see the positive side of it. And oftentimes that's not possible, especially when you're in the thick of it. It can be very hard for you to feel like, oh, this is something I have to be grateful about. And it can be very hard to trust yourself and even trust the universe or whatever faith you have to believe that things are going to work out for you. And the other side is that even when something really good happens to you, you might feel like you're not happy enough, or you might uh, feel like you can't actually enjoy it enough, and you kind of see the negative sides of it. And depending upon whatever it is, whether it's an exciting thing that's causing you the discomfort, or a very bad thing that's causing you the discomfort, you in both times you feel that same amount of discomfort, even though those are two polarizing opposite things, because it's mainly because your subconscious feels very uncomfortable whether you're too sad or whether you're too happy. Right. So what can we actually do to make sure that we find a balance between seeing the positive sides and but also being aware of the fact that you are allowed to feel things, you are allowed to feel sad? How do we find the balance while also accepting the fact that subconscious is here to help us out? The answer feels obvious. The answer is, oh, we need to practice acceptance and surrender. But how do we do that? Oftentimes, when we talk to people or when who are into mindfulness and who seem to have mastered the key things in their life, and who seems to have that peace and aura about them, and even wellness coaches and all the podcasts I listen to, most of the things they say are that you have to completely let go and accept and surrender to whatever is out there. But me being me, how I keep asking myself, how do I do that? How do I do that thing? So here, finally, after years of like contemplating how to finally achieve that, and I think I'm still mastering it, but these are the things that worked for me. So let's go. The first thing I started doing was doing this journal prompt in this very specific way. On one side of the page, I wrote what is bothering me right now, and I'll write down all the things that's bothering me at this present moment. Like, oftentimes our mind is so overwhelmed and cluttered, and we feel like the world is ending. But when we list it down and really write down all of our worries, it might seem a bit more manageable. And then after I have written all that out, in the next side of the page in a different color, so I often use black when I'm writing what is bothering me right now, and when I am writing what's the best case scenario, I either use blue or I use black pen. I have heard that blue pen really helps with like retaining better, so oftentimes people recommend that, but I really like red because it's bright and I don't know, I really like when I write with red. So whatever color works for you, go for it, and then write what's a best case scenario. So because we are often caught up in the worst possible scenarios of what will happen, we often forget to even think about the best possible scenarios. In the Inside Out movie, we know that, if spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but there is this small scene where the anxiety is showing her when she's sleeping all the worst case scenarios, but then Joy forms a little resistance against it, and she shows her all the best case scenarios. So write down all your best case scenarios and think about what will happen if these things do go well, and if those things go well, what is that feeling that you will get? That's the most important part, right? You want that amazing job, you want that financial security, you want that fame. That all those are good things, but what exactly are you trying to get from it? Like if for example for me, I want to get into a really good PhD program. What exactly what emotion am I trying to gain from that? I want some sort of, like, I want my own money, maybe, and then I want to be proud of who I am as a person. I want to I want to be more curious, and I want to do things that really looks fun and exciting, and all those things are the feelings that I want from that PhD program. So similar things for your career or for that really amazing relationship. So, and think, what, why can't I have that feeling right now? See, and I know it can be very daunting to think, but I don't have those things, so why should I feel that feeling now? But what's stopping you from feeling that right now? Because for me, as I mentioned before, in the PhD program, I want to feel proud of myself. What is stopping me from feeling all those feelings right now? Financial, having my own money right now, I might not have that. So that's the feeling. I know for a fact that that will definitely come with getting a PhD or getting a really good job, right? But the second thing I talked about, feeling proud of myself, that is something I can cultivate right now. So if the more I cultivate the feelings as much as I can associated with the thing I want, the more I am in alignment with the thing I already have, and the things I do want in the future, right? So that's a whole point. When you write down the best case scenarios, also think about what are the feelings that are associated with those best case scenarios. The second thing I did is understanding the fact that my physical and mental health is totally interconnected. There is no question about it. Years of research have shown that physical and mental health is interconnected. And that's a whole point of this channel: holistic healing, physical, mental, spiritual health, right? So, in your physical health, if it's a possibility for you to go for a walk when you're feeling really down, even though you wouldn't want to get out of bed, just listening to music and like a 20 minutes walk, if you can do that, trust me, you might feel a lot better. And even if you don't, your body might feel little bit better. If you can take care of one thing, I firmly believe that that one thing will take care even a little bit for the rest of the things. So even if you're feeling mentally down, if you're able to do some sort of like spiritual aspects, that is like praying or anything that is spiritually connected to you, and anything that is physically connected to you, I think that will really help with your mental health. This is also exactly why things like yoga, breath work, meditation, all those things really do help people. Even drinking water really helps people, because when you take care of your physical health, you're giving your sign to your mind that I am willing to take care of myself. It's okay that you're going through this right now. You don't have to feel this way for the rest of your life. I can take care of myself. Even though it's uncertain right now, I promise myself, I'm making this commitment to myself that I will take care of myself. And that signal for your brain helps so much to get better eventually. And one thing, as I mentioned in my previous videos, EFT tapping. Trust me, EFT tapping really helps. If there are so many free resources in YouTube, so go for it. Trust me, it really helps. There is scientific evidence behind it also, so go for it. Trust me. This is my official testimony for EFT tapping. Go for it. And also, if you have some parks nearby, connecting with nature can really help you to actually feel that feeling, and just sitting there knowing that we are just all specks of the universe, and feeling that emotion can be freeing almost, because you know that even though you're very worried about this one thing right now, everything eventually does work out, because you are the universe manifesting itself. So universe will take care of its child. So trust me. Okay. The final thing I would say is, have faith in yourself. Believe that the things you do right now has a ripple effect in the world. worst comes the worst, even if you don't get this thing that you really want, you are going to be okay. Rejection is just redirection. Universe is right there by your side. Whatever you believe in, it's right there by your side. The only thing that's going to propel you forward is you having faith in the aspect that things are going to eventually work out for you. Is it going to suck right now? Yes, absolutely, it's going to suck right now. And trust me, take all the time in the world to feel all those emotions. Ask yourself why did this happen? Think about all those things. But after that, practice some curiosity over control. Instead of just thinking that, oh, I am not meant for any of this, I am a failure, and things like that, practice curiosity. Believe that there might be a reason why I didn't get this, but what did I learn from this? That's the only way to propel forward. Trust me, even if these things don't work out, you're going to be okay. I promise you.